What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy.
It's in the game.
I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my very strong co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
Cheers.
I got it. I'm working out the shoulders.
That's
the deltoids.
Yeah, got to get those reps in.
Yeah.
Josh, don't
Yeah, I do. And make sure you get your pet spayed and neutered. Help control the pet population.
And your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, I don't know why, but that reminded me of like going to the gym when you're not sure what you're doing. And like, I've had this experience so many times when I was like trying to get in shape and like I grab a dumbbell and I'm like, what do I do with this? Okay. I guess this
I've been here before.
And I guess
it's all about the basic motions. It's like pulling, you're gonna hit your biceps and back. Pushing, you're gonna hit your shoulders, your chest, and your triceps. So that's really, I just base everything off that.
Guys, stay tuned for our fitness series coming from Josh. He's gonna teach you how to lift weights. Guys, also joining us today, we have a special guest here to play some Price is Right. Scott Sidlow is joining us. For those of you that do not know Scott, you can find him on Twitter at Scott_Sidlow. He is the co-host of Dynasty Junkies on the B Squad, best squad over at Trade Addicts, and the co-owner of Dynasty Roast. Scott, thank you so much for joining us today, my man.
What's going on, fellas? So stoked to be here. Had some craziness today, so any of you on video can see. Obviously, I'm here in my truck.
Green screen's
we make it happen. I'm not missing this.
So realistic.
Scott, I think your
Bob
truck,
Barker, baby. Let's go.
I think your truck has better Wi-Fi than my house, based on your picture and audio coming through. You are killing it right
Very
now.
low bar.
You must have a new
Thank
iPhone.
God.
You have a newer iPhone, don't you? I could tell. That's high quality.
That 5G.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
we got some people in the chat ready for today's show. Scott is excited. He wanted a
That's
game
Scott.
yesterday, but we were mock drafting. He's
So hot.
excited for a game show today, but he wants us to try something new. No guessing. Only give the answer if you know it exactly. If you don't, you just have to admit, I don't
This
know.
is absolutely the worst game.
This is the
possible for
worst
that.
game to play.
It's all
so
about
bad.
trying to get close to numbers because you're never going to get it spot on, you know? So
Unless you're that one guy.
key.
Go watch the YouTube documentary about the guy who broke The Price is Right. It is very fun to watch.
I love that documentary. I think it was on Hulu as well, if I remember correctly.
I think so. I know I watched it on YouTube, but I've seen it elsewhere as well. We got Craig in here saying, so The Price is Right, but is it right? Time will tell, I suppose. And the answer is no. There are no rights on here.
No,
so it
no
is
right.
not right today. Maria, what's up? Welcome in. She says she's here so she doesn't get fired. Phew, I was so afraid we were going to have to do that today.
But you
and
are getting
Pete
fined.
says, I'm here to hear more bad food takes from Jail. You know what, Jail? I'm going to take some of the heat off of you.
Just
The best dipping sauce for French fries is applesauce. Dip your French fries in applesauce. It is delicious. Potatoes and applesauce is a real combo,
outta
so
here,
direct
man.
all your hate towards me. Mr. Scampers, what's up?
It's
Welcome
directed towards
in.
you now.
Glad to have you, Mr. Scampers. And howdy, Dane.
Yes.
What's up? Glad to have you here. Ross says, is this a Wendy's? Scott promised me a free Frosty.
This is a Wendy's.
Just not for Aggies fans though. Sorry.
No,
sorry,
Ross. I'll buy you a free Frosty. Come over, and there's
Come on
Wendy's about a mile away. I will.
We'll walk there
100%
together.
Buy you one. Yep.
Dustin, what's up? We miss you, man. Glad you're back. Hope your vacation was fantastic. And Twin, glad to have you in here. We got Coach Craig in the chat.
Let's go.
What's up, Coach?
Let's
And
go.
Scott said, reminder, if you click
Yeah,
skip ads, you do not truly support FY. If you're going to watch that Gucci ad, you're going to watch that baked beans ad,
Yeah,
you're
we
going to
thought you
watch
loved
that
us.
mattress
I've
ad
always
if you
wondered, does
love
that
us.
matter? Like, does that matter for the channel at all?
No idea.
Like, is it like based on
No
time or
idea.
just number of views?
It
I don't know.
absolutely matters. Watch all
It
the
does?
ads.
Okay.
Scott in here said, hey guys, I had a bread commercial. That's on brand. We all like bread, I think. Everyone's a bread guy. Josh made a
Like-
face like he doesn't like bread.
I'm very neutral about bread. I'll eat a sandwich, and then like that's kind of where it's like it ends with bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It does end with bread. Jay in here says, is that a Kishibashi hat, Simon? Yes, it is. It's my new Kishibashi hat. Twin says, it's a chocolate Frosty. Are we giving away
That's the only
chocolate
kind of
Frosties?
Frosty.
Are there
Is it
others?
the only kind of Frosty?
Oh, I'm not a Frosty.
I don't know
I'm
if that's
lactose
actually the only
intolerant.
kind of Frosty. It's the only kind of
It's the
Frosty.
only
you
kind
should
I've
get.
ever had.
Yeah.
NBA, what's up? Welcome in. Glad
What
to
up,
have
NBA?
you in here. And Dustin said applesauce is not a dipping sauce. That's like saying burgers are the best dipping sauce for fries. Dip your fry in if you dip it in the juice from the burger, it would be disgusting,
Ugh.
but I would qualify it as a dipping sauce. Guys, today we brought Scott here to play the Fantasy Price is Right. Before we do that, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you're not already following our guest Scott, go and fix that right this instant. He is on Twitter at Scott_Sidlow. It is right there below his face on the screen. So make sure you guys go over there and follow him. After you do that, I like that little eyebrow raise, Scott. That's going to get like 10 extra follows, I think. That was cute.
Yes, I'll take one, but yeah, 10's good.
Guys, after you do that, if you're watching this video, Josh, not nearly as cute when you do it over there. If you're watching this video, that means you're already on our YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. It is the easiest way, besides watching the ads, to show that you support what we're doing over here. That baked beans ad is the #1 way, though. Josh, I think people have probably deduced this already with your skinny mic, your beautiful tie. You're looking sharp, but you are hosting the Fantasy Price is Right today. So I'm going to hand it off to you to explain the rules of how this game is going to go and get us playing.
Hell yeah. So let me share my screen. You can check out the lovely dashboard for our game today. We are playing the Fantasy Price is Right today. So we have 3 contestants. Wow. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, guys. We have 3 contestants who are battling for points. We'll have several different rounds, each starting with a bidding round where I'll ask the 3 contestants to try to guess a number without going over. Now, this number might be a player team statistic, the price of something, a player's fantasy points. It could be a bunch of different things, but whoever guesses closest to the number without going over will get a point. If everyone goes over, no one will get a point, but whoever is closest will get to play the mini game still. And when you get to play the mini game, you'll get an additional point if you're able to win the mini game. Every mini game will be a little bit different, but we'll play like this until we get to the final showcase round where all the contestants will be asked to guess the grand total of several different items without going over. Closest gets 6 points, second closest gets 2 points, third closest gets nada, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game will be our champion today. Let's go.
I got one more very important thing. Mom, if you're watching, happy birthday.
Hey!
I just wanted to say happy birthday to my mom.
Also, one more important rule. We want you to play along in the chat. The best way to play along, hit that little dollar icon in the bottom of the chat and put in your dollar guesses via that interface.
I like what I'm hearing.
That way we know for sure that is what you're guessing. It'll work every time, I promise.
Absolutely.
The first item,
that's really
the
good
cost
advice.
of the new Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas.
Albert has paid you $1.2 million.
All right, guys, I got the banner up. You ready to get in there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I need my
Let's do it.
notepad. Very notepad intensive for this game.
It's your birthday.
They try and keep track of everything. All right, so we're going to be starting with Simon here, going to JL and Scott. We are just going to get into our first bidding round, all right? You guys,
Let's do it.
Go.
All right. So what I am looking for is Saquon Barkley's career rushing yards, Simon. I'm looking for his career rushing yards. I gave you the years he's played, 2018 to 2021. Without going over, Simon, how many career rushing yards does Saquon Barkley have?
Oh, 2018, 2019, 2020. Okay, I'm not going to count out loud because sometimes people count the years wrong. I'll go... Oh, I mean, man, I feel like I'm going to be really low, but I need to not go over.
It's 3, right?
I'll go. I have no idea because of the injury, and he's 2,700. It's probably low.
2,700, Simon. Correct?
Yeah.
JL, what do you think?
I'll go with 2,900.
2,900 from JL. So, Scott, we have a guess of 2,700, a guess of 2,900 without going over. What do you think his career rushing yards are?
Gosh, I really feel like it's more. I feel like he had like 14, 15 that first season, but then he's just missed so much time. I'm going to do the 2,901.
2,901! 2,901. We love to see it. We love to see it, especially when it's JL, right?
Love it, buddy. I love to see it early.
I don't know why I didn't just go 1 over Simon because I knew it was going to happen either way.
No, honestly, I think it's kind of smart there, JL, because if it's in between there, it gives Scott something to think about. Maybe he goes 1 over Simon. So it
Scott's
is what
not
it is.
thinking.
Scott's not thinking.
I'm going to get JL.
All right, so let's see what the chat has to say real fast. Mr. Scamper's going with 2,992. Peaked in high school saying 2,300. Coach Craig saying 2,877. 2,300 from Dustin. 3,128 from Scott. 3,589 from Ross. 2,575 from Albert. 3,215 from Twin. A lot of good guesses.
Do we know what Coach Craig coaches?
Guesses, though.
Sports, JL, it says it right there.
Sports. Coach Craig's sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sports.
My bad.
I would guess like there's 3 like main seasons, so I bet you has each one covered. Like he's basketball, football,
probably.
and
winter sports season, summer
Curling.
sports season, curling. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Let's just assume that. So let's see. Saquon Barkley's career rushing yards. He actually has 2,937.
Oh my gosh!
Scott,
Right,
JL. I mean, great job.
I give an assist to JL. Thank you.
I'll
You
take
set
that
it up
assist.
perfectly for Scott.
Caddy points.
I'm interested. I'm guessing you don't know the breakdown, Josh, of the years, do you?
No, I know his first year was the most, and it's kind of been a downwards graph.
First year probably equaled the next 3, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Coach Craig Sport in the chat, also a very good guess. I think that was the closest guess in the chat.
We're going to guess a 4. Good
And we
guess.
got
That's not bad.
That's
That's
got
not
the
bad.
Scott
bad.
crew in the chat just cheering for you, Scott. Scott
Yeah,
Cove down
baby.
there saying yes,
Gotta stick
bow
together,
down
you
to
know?
the Scots.
To the
Great job on
Scots.
that one, Scott. Great,
And hey,
great job.
shout
on that
out
one.
to my boy Chevin. What's up, homie?
Oh, Kevin's the man.
Love Chevin.
Yeah.
All right. So, Scott, you ready to play the first mini game here?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Again, good job on that one. Man, 36 away. Love it. So you're going to be playing Who's Closest for round 1. All right, Scott, who's closest? The contestant is shown a target player and 3 additional players. In order to win, the contestant must choose the player from the group of 3 with the closest amount of 2021 PPR fantasy points as the target player. It's as simple as that. High or low, it's just
That's a fun one.
closest. Okay?
Simple,
So,
but
Scott-
not easy.
Exactly. Your target player is Tony Pollard.
Ooh.
Who had the closest amount of PPR fantasy points to Tony Pollard this previous season? Was it Derrick Henry, Michael Carter, or AJ Dillon?
Man, so Henry was a monster, but he played half a season. That could almost work. Carter feels like maybe too low. AJ Dillon, though, I mean, think about it, similar role. Both have another running back there. My gut says AJ Dillon. I don't know. I'm gonna go AJ Dillon.
And go with AJ Dillon.
Yeah.
All right. So the chat seems a little bit split on this. It seems like we got some AJ Dillons and we got some Carters here. But so Scott said AJ Dillon, Dustin's going Dillon, Coach Craig is going Carter, Ross is going Dillon, Mr. Scamper's saying AJ, Chevin's saying Carter, Albert's saying
definitely
Carter,
Henry
Timmy
then,
now saying
based on
Carter.
this.
Scott, I had the same thought process as you. I was like, Carter's too low, and I think
Yeah.
it's Dylan. But the Henry was like throwing me off. I was like, maybe like
He's
that
such a
math
monster,
might work.
You know? Right.
All right. Well, let's see if you're right, Scott. Let's see if you're right. So the target player was Tony Pollard, who scored 156.6 PPR fantasy points last season. Derrick Henry had 193.3
Oh wow.
Oh,
in half a season.
that's insane.
Michael
Carter
Carter
might be in play
154.4
here, yeah.
and AJ Dillon had
Oh.
185.6. It is Michael Carter,
Yeah.
who was 2.2 fantasy points away from Tony Pollard. Hey, you chose the second closest. That's a good
Hey,
job.
place is the first loser. All right.
There we go. There we go.
I
But
was
Scott, you're still in
overestimating
the lead.
Tony Pollard in that one. Like I thought he had more points than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems low, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I would have gone with Dylan.
Me too.
I mean, hey, you guys were right when you said Michael Carter seems a little low. He was lower than Tony Pollard.
That's true.
All right. Good job on that one, Scott. You're going to lead off the bidding round next here. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's go. So for the next bidding round, we are looking for Christian McCaffrey's 2021 season receiving yards. So his receiving yards last season. Without going over, Scott, how many receiving yards did Christian McCaffrey have last season?
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember him playing.
I'll tell you this much. He did play.
Yeah, no,
He
he
did play.
played. I want to say like
The answer is not 0.
247.
247 from Scott.
It seems low, but it seems high. You know, like,
So you're going to go with 247, Scott, right?
247. Final answer.
All right, Simon, what do you think? Christian McCaffrey, receiving yards last season.
I have no idea. I like.
Going seconds, I think, is the toughest in this game.
Yeah, because I'm trying to like, what
there's
the hell is JL gonna do?
Yeah.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bank on it was unreal when he played, and he had so many receiving yards, and I'm gonna go high enough that it's gonna make JL hopefully uncomfortable going above me, and just bank on the high number. So I'm gonna say 335.
335 from Simon.
I think I'm over,
JL.
but that's my strategy. That's what I'm going with.
We have 247 and 335. How many receiving yards did Christian McCaffrey have last year?
I'll go 336.
You son of a
Oh,
gun.
he's gonna do it to him still.
One was so much smarter, JL.
I'm not smart. That's your first
Still gonna
mistake.
Go for it. Well, it looks like the guesses in the chat range anywhere from low 100s to low 400s.
We have
So you
420.
guys seem like you have a pretty good range here. Twin did go with $1, and maybe that plays here.
So
How many
smart.
receiving yards did Christian McCaffrey have last season?
I hope
He
it's
had-
exact what I said just to ruin you.
Me too.
He had 343. JL.
That was a good guess, Simon.
Great guess. Both rounds so far have been great guesses from the second person, and the third person did what they needed to do and went one over, and
Yeah.
had an even better.
Did
guess.
what they had to
That's
do.
Gameplay.
No
what I'm
judgment.
talking about.
I was
All
gonna
right,
go.
JL,
I
that's
was
a
gonna
good
go like
point.
436 was the number that popped in my head. So just going one over, I would have been too high.
You
Yep.
stinker. This is
Let's
a
see.
catastrophe.
343. Who was the closest in the chat? We had two guesses of 300, and that might have been the closest without going
Nice,
over. I think.
Dustin.
And come here now. Yeah, that's the
Suck it,
closest without
Chad.
going over,
Yeah.
guys. All right. So it looks like 200 was kind of that range people were looking at, but you're right, Simon. When he played, he was pretty darn good when he played.
He was. Scott
Uh,
said
Scott,
24. Good
Add a
guess.
0, add 113, and you're right on. Or no, 103.
Hey, only like 30% off. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's
Not
at
too
all.
bad.
Well, and
All
he
right.
never told us that those were cardinal numbers. They could be representative
Mm.
of different values that actually equal 343. So
That's a
we
good
got to
point.
give Scott the benefit of the
You
doubt.
really don't
True.
know where I'm coming from there. That's true. The Chicago politician math is what I got going on.
All right, Jay, you ready for your mini game?
Yep.
All right,
Let's
you're
go.
going to be playing cliffhangers.
Better be a good one, Josh.
Cliffhangers, round 2. Cliffhangers. Let's go.
Dang, that's a sweet graphic. That's beautiful, Josh.
Yeah, those graphics are great. I put those together myself.
Yeah, I know you did. Fantastic.
No, it's JL. Anyway, cliffhangers. The contestant must guess the receptions of 3 players. The contestant cannot be more than 30 total receptions away. JL, when we get in there, you can do it one by one. If you just want to give me a grand total, that's fine as well. However you prefer. If you want to do it one by one, we can break it down together. We can do a little math together.
You'll
Either
help
way.
One by one, it's more fun.
I'm not going to help you, but I'll write it down and I'll add for you. So we are looking
misleading.
for the receptions of Michael Pittman, Christian Kirk, and Devonta Smith.
Okay. All right. Pittman. I feel like Pittman had probably close to 90. I don't know if he actually, maybe I'm going to say 93 for Pittman. I'm going to say a little bit over for Pittman. Kirk.
Do 93, you said?
Yeah, I'm going to say 93.
I mean, I don't need to write it. I'll write it down for you too.
I could do the math.
Yeah.
I was taught.
Okay,
Christian
cool.
Kirk. I feel like it's going to be higher than I think because most of his stats have been higher in previous games where I've gotten destroyed by your guys' questions related to Christian Kirk. But I think it was less than Pittman. I'll go with 70. I'll go with 75.
75 for Christian Kirk.
75 for Christian Kirk. And then Smith, he was also probably higher than I think, but I think probably the lowest. I'm going to go 69 for Smith,
All
which
right.
brings that to a total of 93 plus 75.
You're the one that was taught math,
Yeah, I'm totally not.
Now-
my
now
computer-
who wants help, huh?
237. 237. Is
237.
Yeah.
You got to be within 30 total, and you're going to go with 237. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. I see some people putting separate numbers in the chat. I'm not doing your math for you, but what I do see is 222 from Ross, 260 from Pete High School.
That's pretty close to
210
mine.
210 from Dustin. We have 248 from Scott. So it's
Nice.
really, they're just bouncing around right kind of where you guessed there. So
I said 240 for what it's worth. That's what I wrote
240.
down. 240.
that's
So-
3 away
Yeah,
from
pretty
JO.
well, yeah.
Oh, I didn't do any math for what it's worth.
All right. Let's
Saving the
see
brain
how
power,
many
Simon.
receptions these guys had. So Michael Pittman, He had 88 receptions. You said 93.
Pretty good, JL.
A
Pretty
little
good.
high, a little high. Or I
Christian
was
Kirk,
a little high.
77. You said 75. That was pretty good. You were a little high again.
Oh
but
wow,
man,
that
you're
was
doing pretty
much
good.
closer than
You
I
got to
thought.
be
So
way
only
off on
three.
Devonta Smith.
He's only
for that.
3 away. Like he's only got. He can be 27 off here, right? Because he's 3
Well,
over.
he's
And
been
I said
7
69.
away so far. You don't like equalize it, you know.
Oh, I thought
So
it
he
was
was
from the
5
total
off in the
number.
first one. Yeah. Well,
Gotcha.
it is. Well, okay, no, you're right. But he was. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Actually,
in
You're
different
right.
directions
Completely
is
right.
what I'm saying. So it kind of like cancels
I'm just
out,
an
right?
idiot. I was never taught math like jail. 64 for Devonta Smith, giving you 229,
64.
making you within 30.
Pretty
Let's
close.
go, JL. Good job on that
Woo.
one. Good job
you,
on that
thank
one.
you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man,
I was
it
a-
has been some
it's a little easier
fire
than that.
today.
Yeah.
Like just really close guesses all
Yeah,
around
yeah.
today.
Getting lucky.
Let's see. Dustin said 210. That was 19 away. 222 from Ross. That's the closest, I believe.
Oh,
222
yeah, nice
from Ross.
job, Ross.
7 away. Very good job. Let's go.
Dustin's at 210. Very good.
NBA had a
guess.
question. Said Simon Njoku, how many years would you project him for? Over, under 580? Definitely
580
under
years?
580 years in the NFL.
Yeah. I'm going to take the under.
Oh,
there.
those are just
He
the
said
lie.
yards.
Yards.
I don't.
Changes
I'm going to
things.
be honest with you. The 580 line right there is a good line for Njoku, I think,
one.
but I'm nervous to say anything about anybody on this Browns offense.
Let me
without knowing more about the
reframe
quarterback
the
situation.
question
He's
for
called
you
a
then, Simon.
sell.
Let me reframe. Are you buying into the narrative or the rumors out there that they're planning to use Njoku much more this season? Are you buying into that, or is that coach speak?
No, I mean, they paid Austin Hooper out the butt and he came in and was
Got
never
the
successful right there, right? And then Njoku couldn't pass him on the depth chart. Like maybe they want to get him more involved, but I don't think that necessarily means just as a receiver. He'll probably be on the field more, especially if Deshaun's not starting, which seems unlikely. Then they'll go back to that just ground and pound game first with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So it's a good line. I think around 580 yards is probably what I would expect from Njoku. If I had to pick a side, I would take the under.
I'll lean the over, but I think it's a good line as well.
He did do that one year. He had
Yeah.
one season, 639 yards. This is the highest.
1 out of 12, not bad.
1 out of 580.
Yeah. And yeah, we don't have to get into the Deshaun Watson thing, but if he ends up playing the season, it helps.
It
does
does help.
help,
Yeah.
It's just simply
Doesn't hurt.
I'm a Bryant guy. I'd rather sell
I
Njoku than buy
love
Bryant.
Harrison Bryant, Scott. I'm with
He's
you.
cheap. He's nothing. You can get him for nothing. So take the chance that he's
And even
as
if
productive.
Njoku gets over 580, like let's say it gets 650, it's not like that was a great fantasy season, like it's not like you won David Njoku.
You're never starting him with that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. But he is uber athletic, so I'll just buy into the talent. And they give him
Miami tight end.
90, 85 targets throughout the year. He'll hit that. But I digress. Let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep moving. JL, you're gonna be going in this bidding round first. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
This is my time right here. I'm going to one over the hell out of somebody.
So, according to Amazon.com, how much is this Amazon Choice Razor E100 electric scooter? There's a bunch of little details here that I decided to present you with, but it's on Amazon. This Razor scooter. If you want to read the details, go ahead. How much, without going over, do you think this scooter is, JL?
It's got the blue LEDs. Can't be ignored. There's a sweet 100-watt, high torque, single speed. I guess I shouldn't be talking, but I want
Get
to.
my ride version for sure.
Yeah, 10 miles an hour. That's
Weak.
That's so weak. That is weak sauce.
Someone take the governor off that thing.
Yeah, the governor. I'm gonna go with $164.
$164. Is that correct, JL?
Yeah.
All right, 164 from JL. Scott, what are you thinking?
My gut when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's probably like 99.99, but I don't know. Those blue LEDs are just really getting me.
Blue LEDs.
It's hard to say. I mean, I can leave Simon the obvious, or I don't want to box myself in. All right, so I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna do the 99.
You gonna go with 99?
Yeah, Simon.
All right.
Leave Simon the choice here.
Okay.
Simon, you
What
got
was
a choice.
JL's guess again?
164.
Okay. I will go 165.
You little butthole.
165. Gonna block in JL there. I mean, we have a wide
That was a
range of
good- that was a
guesses
good
in the
move.
chat.
It's like I had so
A
many friends
very
with
wide
these when I
range.
was growing up, so I know they can't be too expensive. But I don't know. That's a lot. That
Probably
you know,
$1.99.
inflation and stuff. I don't know.
It's close to investing in
We have
a
everything from
scooter not too long ago. So I feel like this is on the cheaper end,
some context.
but in some context, yeah.
We have everything guessed
Mr.
from
Skipper says-
$90 to $699.
I
love it.
Are they
Can you
disposable?
imagine if these were single use? If
Yeah.
they were rechargeable?
It's just littered all over the street.
That's fantastic.
Single
That's
use
fantastic.
scooters. Let's start the company.
Disposable
Well, guys, let's see how much a scooter costs. And we'll see who was the closest. So this
Amazon
Razor
Choice. I feel. Oh wait,
100.
I thought Amazon Choice was Amazon Basics. Oh, I almost made.
That's just like their
Oh,
recommended
really?
things
It's
on
not the
Amazon.
same thing.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna get something that's like decent quality.
That's why I
It's
was
never
thinking
gonna blow you away.
like a cheap, like mass produced. That's why I went 99.
I have
Yeah.
the most basic vest on earth from Amazon Basics. It's just they couldn't be more standard. That navy vest, it like
Yeah.
is just the epitome of a
How
standard
did you-
vest.
never mind. Okay, go ahead, Josh.
It's 148. Scott, you are the closest here.
Nice.
Let's go. JL was
That's pretty
technically
close.
the closest with his guess with 164, but he was over. Scott, great guess. Great
What a
guess.
useless skill to know about prices of Razor scooters.
Let's see in the chat. I mean, like
I think
Dustin
we all bail.
was Dustin the closest just because he guessed the lowest. I think. Oh, Twin, you guessed 169. I think Dustin was the closest with his 90 guess just because everyone else was over. Twin with 169, really close.
Play the
but-
game. It's here to play the
Yeah,
game.
So talk about
There we
Scott. So
go.
you are going to get another point, and you're going to be tied up
Alright.
with JL here. Simon's
that's
playing his
totally cool.
usual role in Price is Right.
Simon,
all about
you
the
wanna
fourth
join us
quarter,
anytime,
baby.
buddy.
Yeah, the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter.
Maybe one day we should do this, but with like random people's like fantasy content. Like, oh, the
Oh, that'd
footballer's
be
draft
so
kit. How much money is it?
Oh, all right, Simon. Are you ready for your? I mean, Scott, are you ready for your
I
mini?
was like, I get to play. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Let's go.
You're gonna be playing past or present, Scott. Past or present. The contestant is shown 5 players, each accompanied by a stat. The contestant must decide whether the stat line shown corresponds to the player's 2021 season or the year displayed on the screen, aka the past. In order to win the game, the contestant must correctly guess 3 players. So 5 are going to be shown, Scott. You only need to choose 3 that you're most confident in and choose if it was the past or the present.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you are trying to determine if these stat lines are from 2019 or 2021. All right. So you choose the 3 you're most confident in and tell me, is it 2021 or is it 2019? We have Mike Evans, 1,157 receiving yards, Tyler Boyd, 90 receptions, Ezekiel Elliott, 1,357 rushing yards, Travis Kelce, 5 receiving touchdowns, and Aaron Rodgers, 37 passing touchdowns.
So can I ask a clarification
Yes.
question? These are real stats. It's just the only question is whether it was last year or 2019.
Exactly.
Correct?
They
Okay.
either did this in 2021 or 2019, and you got to
Okay.
tell me which year, and you got to choose the 3 you're
Gotcha.
most confident in.
All right. So Tyler Boyd, 90, was 2019.
Boyd 19.
Yeah. Man, that Kelsey 5 is throwing me off. Really? I mean, 5? That just seems weird. Mike Evans, I don't think he either just barely eclipsed 1,000. It was either 21 or 20. So that's not going to help me. Thank Godwin got hurt. Did he get more? I don't know. I feel like Evans just always gets 1-yard touchdowns. He doesn't actually get any yards. Zeke, though, that seems right because he produces more than you think. Rodgers, 37. So Kelsey, 5 touchdowns. That's man. But Andrews was the number 1 tight end last year. Kelsey dropped a spot. So honestly, I think, man, I'm leaning towards 19 for like all of these. Okay, so let's lock in Boyd. Let's lock in. I'm gonna say Rodgers felt like he had more than that too. The 37 and 19. I don't know.
Dude.
Wasn't he hurt? All right, Boyd 90 to 19. Evans 1157 was. I'm gonna go 2019 as well, and then I'm gonna say Zeke's 1357 rushing yards was 2019.
So you're going to say Evans 2019, Boyd 2019, and Zeke 2019. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Lock it in.
Let's see how it breaks down,
Ooh,
Scott.
I had different ones. I had 2021 for Evans, 2021 for Zeke, 2021
Yeah,
for
Zeke
Travis Kelce.
might be 21.
I don't
but
know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers is 2019.
I said past, present is what I put down for this.
Okay, that's the way
present.
I'm leaning, but the last two are just killing me.
And I
Kelce,
said
I feel like
present,
it's
past,
21.
present, past.
All right, let's see if you're right, Scott. So Mike Evans,
on,
1,057 receiving yards was 2019. Let's go.
Nice job,
Right.
Scott.
You were right. He had just over 1,000 receiving yards this season.
Okay, all right. Yes.
Tyler
know
Boyd,
something.
90 receptions. Also 2019. Let's go.
2019.
Yeah, you're both confident in that
Top
one.
of mind for sure.
Yep.
This is gonna
And
be
Ezekiel Elliott,
if I lose on
1,357
Zeke.
rushing yards. 2019.
Boom!
Let's go,
Wow.
Scott. You are going to get the point for this mini game. Travis Kelce was
Nailed it.
2019 as well, and Aaron
Dang.
Rodgers with 2021.
Okay.
Travis Kelce
Yeah.
only had 5 receiving touchdowns in 2019.
And
Yeah.
it's
Crazy.
still the
Yeah.
number
And
one
was
tight
the
end.
tight
That
end
is
one?
wild.
That's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
Oh no, Aaron Rodgers. I was wrong on too. Dang.
Especially at the tight end position to only have 5
Yeah,
touchdowns and
that's
been like,
nuts.
God, the
He had a lot of
yardage must have
catches
been
and
nuts.
yards.
He just-
Wow.
yeah,
1 out of 5.
he was
I
that
got.
dominant.
And there
Pretty good,
wasn't a
JF.
Mark Andrews that year either. You know, I'm pretty sure Mark
Right.
Andrews' stats from this
Right.
year would have probably beat Travis Kelce's from 2019. I'm
Yeah.
not 100% sure, but I'm almost
Yeah.
positive. All right, so that's going to give you an additional point, Scott.
Awesome.
Good job breaking that one down.
Awesome.
A little bit tougher, but very
Albert got it.
impressive.
Nice
Oh,
job.
let's go, Albert. That's what I'm
Thank you,
talking
thank
about.
you.
Really
That's what I'm
hard to
talking
parse
about.
through all these though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
If you
let's
got
keep
it,
moving.
great job. If you didn't, better luck next time, loser.
Speaking of Andrews,
Here, I covered all of it.
NBA did have a question for just
Okay.
Josh and I. Is that Andrews had career stats last year: 1,361 yards, 9 touchdowns. Basically, are we predicting the same this year, or are we expecting him to maybe have less impressive stats, or him to get yanked back? I certainly think that he's going to get yanked a bit back down to earth here. I think a lot of things are changing in the situation. There's a lot of injury on the Ravens. We might see them switch up their strategy a bit. I'm still bullish on Andrews. I just don't. I'm not projecting the same stats as last season.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you. I think the targets come back just a tad. I've mentioned this many times. Like Mark Andrews had, he was great throughout the year, but like when Huntley was hyper focused on him, Lamar Jackson's going to spread it around a little bit more. Still, Mark Andrews is going to be the number one target. He could easily be the number one tight end this year. I'm putting Kelce there 100%, but Andrews number 2 tight end. That's what I'm projecting.
Andrews can come down from what he did last year and still be the number 1 overall tight end this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
With
you guys
5
aren't
receiving
saying
touchdowns.
anything. You guys aren't saying anything crazy by saying he's going to come down. Just I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Scott? Does Scott freeze?
I think we lost him.
Yeah.
Or he's deep in thought.
But when it comes down to it, Mark Andrews, I really expect him to have a great season. It just just a little bit less targets.
Yeah, the efficiency might come down as well. It might happen. I did like Lamar was targeting Mark Andrews a ton, which I really like to see, and I hope that continues this season, especially with them getting rid of Hollywood Brown. I think it's very possible.
See,
Yeah.
but wait, never mind. I forgot Watkins was on the Packers.
But
I was like, we're forgetting Sammy, and I was like, wait, no, he left. He went to
Sammy
the Packers.
Watkins.
I can't even. I just what I don't understand. I have Travis Kelce as my number 1 tight end. I can't put Mark Andrews there going into the season. I know that Mark Andrews did it last season, but look, you can make the argument that Travis Kelce is going to get better coverage because Tyreek Hill's not there. But like, how are they going to do that? Are they going to put like their number 1 cornerback on Travis Kelce?
Yeah, they're not. It's not the same coverage. Like you're not.
They'll look out for him, then maybe they'll double him a little bit more when it comes down. But like he's going to.
You're going to
more
put like
targets.
a fast. You're
Yeah.
going to put like a fast DB on Tyreek Hill, and you're going to have to put like a big bodied guy on Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
So,
I'm completely behind Travis Kelce being my number 1 tight end for this upcoming season.
You know
I'm
who
with
I
you.
have, who I'm very uncertain about is Darren Waller, and I feel like I'm ending up just avoiding him in most situations.
Yeah.
I think that his outcome this season and maybe just going forward is going to be probably not what people expect.
Yeah. He's never going to get as many targets as he did those 2 seasons where he was an elite tight end. How does he do that with Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow?
Right
there, you know, and also being high target guys. Like I have Darren Waller projected still to be one of, you know, the top 6 tight ends, but like it's going to have to come on the back of touchdowns and more efficiency from him and not high target volume like he did previously. Yeah. So it's a little scary.
Devontae Adams, he's gonna demand a lot.
Yeah, he is.
Now, the other thing, this should be a very pass-heavy Raiders offense as well.
They're going to be good.
There should be plenty of targets to go around, and Waller has that touchdown upside. It may just be different. Like Waller could very well finish as the top 5 tight end, no problem, but it may look different from his previous top 5 seasons. This could be a heavy touchdown season for Darren Waller. Maybe not as many targets, not as many receptions. But I still like Darren Waller as a tight end. It's going to come down to where he's getting drafted, because if he's getting drafted next to Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, like within a round, no thank you. But if he's 2-3 rounds after, I'll take that value. I think he still separates himself from the glob of tight ends.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving, guys. How you doing, Scott?
Do it.
Doing good?
We're
got a nice lead.
Technical.
All right, let's go. So we're coming to you first here, Scott. It's a tricky one. DeAndre Hopkins' career receptions. And I gave you the years of his career, 2013 to 2021. So, Scott, without going over, how many career receptions does DeAndre Hopkins have?
Wow. Oh, man. I should have had my
I did not make it easy on you.
Now.
I did not make it easy on you.
Love Hopkins. Let's see. He had a lot.
Oh, that math is really wrong.
With some terrible quarterbacks.
He really did.
Man. Let's see. I'm going to have to do some quick math here, because
go for it.
Adding up all these, I'm going to maybe think of like his average and then multiply that out. Might be kind of the best way to do that. Although he did have 1 year. He was maybe a little. That was 9 years, right? Wow, he's old. Still not selling. He'll die on my rosters. I don't care.
Alan said, "Oh shoot, I was doing yards." In there.
So what do you think it's got?
I'm gonna go like. So I'm going to be, I know there were a couple, I don't know. I feel like this might be a little low. I'm going to go 919.
919 from Scott.
Might be a little, I'm sorry, 819. Sorry.
819 from Scott. Is that correct? 819?
819. Did I do that math right? No,
all right, we're taking 819, Scott.
819. We got it. Yep.
All right, JL, you're up. What do you think?
I'm going to go with 750.
750 from JL. Simon? Side guy?
I like that.
Yeah.
My number's lower than JL's, but I'm feeling like I really underestimated some stuff here. But I'm just going to say 1.
All right. 1 from Simon. So we have 819, 750, and 1. So let's see how many career receptions DeAndre Hopkins actually has. He has 789. That's going to give it to JL. Scott, man, like many times so far this game, you were the closest, but you were over.
You have no idea how close I was to going 1 over JL in that little window, and then
that was my strategy. Is I really just wanted to make it. I wanted you to sweat, Simon. I wanted you to go 1.
Before we move on, I did see these messages from Scott. Darren Waller finishes top 8 tight end twice last year. Tight end 2 in week 1, tight end 4 in week 9. That is crazy.
And that week 1 was like 19 targets or something like crazy like that.
I do just want to highlight this Raiders team went through some crazy shit last season, coaching changes, personnel changes, and their entire offense that we expected, or at least I expected, and I know others did too, to be great over the back half of the season, struggled heavily. Now, that doesn't account for all of Waller's mistakes, but if this offense is better, hopefully Waller's better in there as well.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, JL, you get to play a mini game. You ready?
Wait.
Let's go.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. You are going to be playing. Pick a number. We played this quite a few
6.
times. Pretty straightforward. The contestant is shown a player's yardage total with one missing digit. The contestant wins by correctly selecting the missing digit from the 3 possible choices. So, Antonio Gibson's 2021 receiving yards. Did he have 194 receiving yards, 294 receiving yards, or 394 receiving yards? JL, tell me.
Gibson is interesting.
I'm about 33% sure on this one.
About 33%. That's probably safe. I know he got a lot of rushing work. Receiving work, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with 294.
You think Antonio Gibson had 294 receiving yards last season? Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, he's going with 294, guys. 294. Well, 294. No, I wasn't messing around with you guys that time. 294.
Classic
and
Josh
reveal. The majority guess. We saw some 394s, but 294. Great job by Scott, Albert, and Dustin and Ross in the chat. Let's go.
Ooh.
That's going to get you another
now,
point. Going to give you the lead.
I'm playing. Now I'm ready, guys.
I would say this is like the third quarter, though. Yeah, we're about.
You're right. You're right. You know what? But it's like the end of the third quarter touchdown that leads into the fourth quarter to drive the comeback, right? That's what's going on here.
That's what's happening.
I'm realizing we were probably going to have to move just a little bit, but I guess we can skip one of the games if we need to.
Is that good?
So getting around. Chase Edmonds, 2021 receiving plus rushing yards. JL, if you add his rushing and receiving yards up from last year, how many yards did Chase Edmonds have without going over?
870.
870 by JL, and he just went for it. He didn't even
think
around.
about it.
Like, 870. Scott, what are you thinking?
Ooh. Yeah, I really didn't pay any attention to Edmonds.
Why would you?
I don't know. Miami sure seemed to pay him like he did something, but it was the man made of glass who had the great year last year. I mean, he got all the touchdowns. He really dominated at the end. Edmonds missed games. Geez, I was thinking like 1,000, but I don't know. Let's try like 925. That seems way too much.
25 from Scott. Simon, we got 870 and 925. What do you think?
I'll go $1.
$1. He is going to cover that whole range between 1 and 870. Well, there were definitely quite a few guesses in the chat. In between that range, we had one guess. The highest guess was 900. So let's see what he actually had. Chase Edmonds. He had 311 receiving yards.
Oh no.
He had 592 rushing yards for 903. That's gonna give it to JL. That's Scott. You were so
my
close.
Random guess.
It happened again. I think every round. Someone's been closest, but they go over.
If this game was who's the closest, JL, you and I wouldn't even stand a chance. We
would be baby.
I would never win.
Obliterated.
Dustin with 900. Holy crap. That was a good guess, Dustin.
Wow. 900. Yeah, wow.
And he said, I have him in a dynasty roster, just looking at him over the weekend. 600 rushing, 300 receiving. Great job there, Dustin.
Wow.
Oh,
nice
man.
work.
And JL, you're gonna get to play another mini game.
Let's go. I'm playing.
Josh, can you look into this? It looks like there is a number missing next to my name at the bottom down there.
Oh yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, let me look into it. Hold on. Yeah, there is something wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go.
I just walked into this one, didn't I? Just gonna
there
throw
we go.
bills.
Yeah. There we go. All right, JL.
Yes, sir.
As soon as I said it, I realized my
Busy
mistake.
drawing a hand picture for Chepin.
One wrong stat, JL. One wrong stat.
Okay.
And the contestant is shown 3 players, each with accompanying stats. 2 players are shown with the correct stats. 1 is incorrect. The contestant wins by choosing the player with the incorrect stat. That's simple, right? Okay, so Cordell Patterson, and all these are 2021 PPR fantasy points. Cordell Patterson 204.9, Terry McLaurin 213.5, Nick Chubb 215.3. Which one is incorrect?
Okay. All right, let me do some quick math here. 213.5 over 17 games.
Carry the
12 and a half.
I'm
I'm gonna go.
to figure out.
That didn't really help me at all. I just,
Yeah, I know.
just did
It's very
math
tough.
and then
To break it down,
feel
is
like I'm in the same spot.
yards. receptions.
Okay, cool. Now I can look at this on a points per game basis, but it may also be wrong because I don't remember the exact number of games that all of these guys played.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Nick Chubb was wrong.
You think Nick Chubb has the incorrect amount of PPR fantasy points? Is that correct?
Yeah, he missed a lot of time. Yeah.
Well, we have a few guesses in the chat, and it seems like they're going between Scary Terry and Chubb. So let's see if that's correct. JL. Cordell Patterson was the incorrect number. He actually scored more fantasy points than both Nick Chubb and Terry McLaurin. I thought this was going to fool you because it looks like Nick Chubb, 215.3, Terry McLaurin, 213.5. It looks like I just kind of played around with those numbers. It's their actual fantasy points. Cordell Patterson scored more than both of them. He was the correct answer.
All right.
The most surprising thing in the world will be if he repeats. Like if all of a sudden Patterson just like does it again.
He's not going to have the same kind of season, but maybe this kind of season light. You know what I'm saying?
Like what if he puts up like another RB1 season? I feel like no fantasy analysts have him up there after he did that. Like that would just be, it would be like again.
That would be nuts. All right, guys, let's keep moving. JL, you're going first on this next one. You have to tell me Amari Cooper's average receiving yards per season. I told you the years of his career doesn't really matter that much, but how many receiving yards does Amari Cooper average per season?
890.
890.
Is it the same other
JL.
random number I came up with?
Well, 890 it is. Scott, what do you think?
That's a really, my gut was like 900.
Yes.
But that's just, I don't know, 90. Should I try my 925 again? Let's go 925.
925. If I had to get, never mind. Go ahead, Simon.
His time with the Raiders, he wasn't great. He was playing second fiddle in that offense to Crabtree. I'm gonna think it's lower. So you know what? 3 times in a row, we're going 1.
I think you got it this time.
If I have to guess, it's going to be like around like 924, and JL's going to win. But Scott's going to be so super close. I don't remember what it was, but if we're going off history, I think we know. Let's see. Amari Cooper's average receiving yards per season, 884. JL was off. He was over. Simon.
No! By 5?
You were off by
Suck it with your good guess.
5.5? That's baloney. My random guess was so close.
I was only off by 883.5, and I get to play.
Wow.
Let's go,
Excellent
Simon.
work, sir. Excellent work.
Let's get into your mini game here. Simon, you're going to be playing Switch. All right.
Yeah. How you like that number, Waz? That 1 down there. Looking pretty good, huh?
Each with the stat, the contestant must decide whether the stats are correct as shown or need to be switched with each other. A correct decision wins. It's a very simple game.
Yeah,
Simon.
no problem. Easy peasy.
So career passing yards. Philip Rivers, 63,440. Eli Manning, 57,023. Are they correct as listed, or do you think they need to be switched?
Swap them.
You want to swap them? So you think Eli Manning has the 63,000 and Philip Rivers has the 57,000?
Oh, I don't think that. I just have no idea on all-time stats. And I feel like I've seen Eli Manning play more, but that's probably just because I grew up on the East Coast.
Rivers longer.
Yeah. So I'm sticking with it, but there's no thought behind that. Just a 50-50 shot here.
All right, he's swapping it. Let's see if that's correct. It's not. I'm sorry. Yeah, Philip Rivers did play 1 additional year. Even without the 1 additional year, Philip Rivers was about 59,000, so he's still above Eli Manning. They got drafted in the same exact year, actually, believe it or not, if you remember correctly.
Traded for each other.
They were the ones traded. Yeah.
They like Eli Manning was one who was drafted and then refused to play for the team he was drafted by, and it was a trade. Yeah.
All right, good job,
done.
Scampers, Ross, and Dustin getting that one correct. What's up, Rob?
Sorry, busy. Too busy to take your roast, Simon.
Man. That's okay. I'll send it to you. I'll send you a fax.
So guys, I think we're only gonna have time for probably one more round. I have 2 more prepared, so we're just gonna skip one of them. Is that okay? And then we'll go into the final. So we'll do one more round in the final bidding round. All right. Cool.
Sounds good.
Sounds like it's worse for me.
We can hurry up. Let's try to do it. Andy Dalton, 2021 passing yards. Simon, tell me.
2003.
2003. JL, tell me.
D-Man. I'll go with
What was that?
1,000.
My man.
1,500. No, thousands. I'll go with 1,700.
1,700. Scott.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Whew.
You got Chevin cheering you on in the chat.
I'm gonna go, Chev. Do you think I really cared about Andy Dalton's passing yards last year? I'm gonna say one for.
You're gonna say one.
I'm gonna say one. Yeah.
You got a wide range there between 1 and 1,700.
Widest range.
I think it's like 1850, but I'm gonna go one.
Let's see. It's 15-15, Scott. Let's go.
Damn
you
it,
are the
damn
closest. Let's go. And Albert went with 1450 in the chat. By far the closest. Great job, Albert. And Scott, that's going to get you another point, and you're going to get to play the mini game. You ready to get in there?
Let's go.
All right. You are playing over under. So the contestant is showing 3 players with incorrect yardage totals. The contestant is then asked whether the shown totals are over or under the player's actual yards. The contestant wins by giving the correct answers. So look, you are telling me, is the actual total over or under the number shown? All right. These are not correct numbers shown. You got to tell me, is the actual number of receiving yards Jacoby Myers had last season, was it over or under 766?
I think Myers was over.
So you're going to go over. Yeah. What about Justin Jefferson? 1,516.
Damn. That's got to be close. My gut says under. I'm going to say under.
Under? All right.
Yeah.
And how about Cole Beasley?
Stupid, but yeah. Beasley, man.
Over under 793.
So sneaky, though. Like, he had those games, but I think it's so obvious to say under. So then should I say over? Like, maybe it's not obvious. Shoot. 50 yards a game, about 800. I'm gonna say over on Beasley.
So you're gonna go over, under, over?
Yeah.
All right, yep. Over, under, over. Let's see if that works out for you, Scott. Jacoby Myers. It was over. You're correct so far.
That's the only one I was confident in.
Justin Jefferson, I'm sorry. He was actually over with 1616, and Cole Beasley was actually under with 693.
All right.
One out of 3.
All right, I think we can squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in, guys. One more betting round, and then we're going to get into the final round. According to lemonsforlulu.com, in an article talking about the 13 most expensive tequilas written in 2022, how much is Herradura 150 Anniversario Extra Añejo Tequila? This is actually the least expensive tequila listed in this article, to give you a little context.
So, and it was if I start with the most expensive and then start scaling down 13 times, I'll get to my answer. I just need 30 minutes.
So Scott, how much do you think this tequila cost per bottle?
It's the least most expensive. Got it. Jeez. I don't know. Let's go like $199.
$199. Simon?
$475.
$475 from Simon. JL?
$1
from JL.
I have no idea how expensive tequila is.
Me neither.
Well,
I know
how much this cost.
Come on, $200, baby.
$500, Simon. Awesome guess.
Awesome
guess. $500. Let's go, Simon. That's going to get you a point, and you're going to get to play the final mini game.
If you threw some Hornitos up there, I would have had you for sure. I had no idea what this was.
I have gotten, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Herradura. I don't know, but whatever. I have gotten that basic one before. Yeah, exactly. All right, Simon, you are going to be playing Squeeze Play.
Nice.
All right. The contestant is shown a player and a stat line that has one incorrect digit inserted. The first and last digits are always correct. To win, the contestant must remove the extra middle digit. So you're looking for Matt Ryan's 2021 passing yards. One of these 3 digits is incorrect. Which one is incorrect? Do you have to remove and get his correct 2021 passing yards?
This is tricky. I'm going to remove the I'm gonna remove the did he have? I'm gonna remove the 5.
You remove the 5?
That feels high, but I'm gonna remove the 5.
Ooh.
He is
Going for
taking
it.
out that 5. He does not think it belongs. Let's see if you're correct, Simon.
I'm wrong.
You're correct.
No! Oh, I am right. I did it.
Nice work.
Yeah, you are right. You are right.
Josh, you want to know my
Let's
logic?
go.
I thought
Good job,
that
sir.
would be so mean of Josh to do the difference between 3,598
Yeah.
and 3,568.
That's good
It's
logic.
like, I don't think Josh is that mean, so I'm going to take the 5 out.
Good job to Dustin getting it correct in the chat. He said take away
Nice
the 5. and he got
job.
the correct answer. Let's go. All right, guys, we're running low on time. All right, Scott. Hopefully you get back.
Kev got it as well.
Great job.
Nice
Great
job,
job,
Kev.
Kev. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we have one final round here. All right, one final round. Scott, do you have anything to write on by any chance at all?
Yeah, sure. I'll make it
Like,
work.
just you're gonna be writing down a grand total of things you had together, and we're all gonna kind of show it at the same time to make it fair.
Okay.
So
Cool.
here we're getting to our final showcase round. Like I said, the closest will get 6 points, so this really matters. Second closest gets 2 points. Whoever gets closest is gonna be winning this game, guys.
Here I
So,
come.
Leonard Fournette's 2021 rushing yards, Kyler Murray's 2021 passing yards, KJ Osborne's 2021 receiving yards, and Pat Fryermuth's 2021 receiving yards. I want you to figure out what these are, add them all together, and give me a guess without going over. You want to be the closest without going over, but you want to combine all these options. Twin coming in said fourth quarter, Simon is here. Seriously, though, you really did it in the right when I said like we're hitting the fourth quarter now. That's when you got all your points.
I'm consistent. I'm predictably unpredictable.
Oh,
So
God.
what happens when you add Leonard Fournette's 2021 rushing yards, Kyler Murray's 2021 passing yards, KJ Osborne's 2021 receiving yards, and Pat Fryermuth's 2021 receiving yards, and you don't want to go over?
My answer feels wrong, but it's the math that I did. Did I add things right?
Oh, I'm gonna be way off. Okay, I got one. I got a guess.
As do I, but I do not feel good about it.
All right, guys, how you feeling?
Feeling
Me right-
good.
I'm writing my
Got
answer
stuff
big.
written down?
Yep.
But that's the worst 4 I've ever. Oh, everyone ignore the handwriting on this one.
So we're gonna try to all show this at the same time. So you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and show it. I'll write them all down. Let's see what do we got. So
Oh my
5,
God,
4,
you-
5,
Wait,
Wow.
4, 4, 2, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 5.
yeah, man,
Oh,
me and Scott.
Scott, yeah.
You, Scott, you
think-
boxed me in.
Gosh, I think you got mine wrong. It's 4475.
Oh, I put 2, 5.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, 4, 4, 7, 5. Gotcha. Thank
I
you
got a
for-
real small window here.
Real
I better
small.
have been very accurate.
So let's break this down, guys. Let's break this down. Leonard Fournette rushing yards last year, 812.
Ooh,
100
whoa, I
100
was
or so
high.
over.
Oh boy.
200 over.
Not good.
Kyler Murray's 2021 passing yards, which probably is the biggest factor because it's the biggest number. 3,786.
Ooh.
500
Ooh.
under.
Okay.
1600 under.
KJ Osborne's 2021 receiving yards, 655.
Oh, I
Pat
said
Fryermuth's
650.
2021
I
receiving
said
yards.
6. I said 686.
Wait.
Oh,
And I said
Oh,
900.
This is gonna be Scott. It's gonna
No,
be
I said
Scott.
700. Damn it.
No, there's something wrong here. Pat Fryermuth is incorrect. I'm almost positive.
that seems
Yeah,
way too much for
497.
Pat, doesn't it?
Oh, I said 580. Okay, this might be JL.
No, it's 497, guys. Let me just make sure the
Ooh.
overall math is correct for this.
I think it's still Scott.
Yeah, I think I'm still way too. I think Kyler Murray's gonna ruin it.
I think Kyler Murray gave it to Scott.
I had
right here.
3,800
All right,
for him.
this is not the correct grand total. It's 5,771, still giving Scott the lead,
Nice.
the win. Scott, let's go. You won,
Well
and you are
done.
today's fantasy
Yes.
Price is Right champion. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Yeah, I tried to mount a comeback, Scott, but I couldn't quite do it. Faltered at the
It was
last
a valiant
second,
effort, sir.
but you came out on top. Thank you so much for joining us today, my man. Really appreciate you taking the time, streaming with us, playing this game, and
Thanks
coming
for
in
having
and
me. This was
showing
awesome.
us who's
I
boss.
love this stuff. Thank
Wait.
you. Guys.
Before we end the
Great
show,
win, man. Great
I
win.
have to do something.
Thank
What do you have to do?
Here you go,
Oh, have you
Shevin.
been
You
drawn
asked
that?
for it. You asked for it, and I made it.
JL,
That
you have
is
really
kinda
leveled
cool.
up. Your ham drawings have reached a whole new level. You're adding
Thank you.
sides now, a family portrait in the background. It's
3D.
just
Me and-
incredible.
That's me and Shevin having fun.
Oh, and that's the ham. I'm glad you labeled that. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And I see just no plate, but a fork and knife there. So are you just that whole ham is for Shevin?
Yep, it's a community style.
Community style. Everyone just grab your fork and knife and dig into a ham in the middle. That sounds disgusting. Guys, that is going to be it for us today. Before we go, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our friend Scott, go and fix that right this instant. He is on Twitter at Scott_Sidlow. It is right there below his championship winning face on the screen. So make sure you guys go over there and follow him. And if you enjoy what we're doing, if you like today's show, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for some more fantasy football game show. It's
Here
every day,
day.
Monday through Friday at 3
Can't
p.m.
escape
Eastern.
this.
So if you're bored tomorrow at 3 or you got work to do, come and join us. Hang out, play some more games with us. Until then, though, we are out of here. Adios, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Trading makes fantasy fun. Let's
There
go.
it is.
Hit it. Hey.